You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, if you are a Iowa fan, hoops fan, looking to support former basketball players that have made it into the WNBA, and most likely you probably support Kate Martin, Caitlin Clark, and Lucy Olsen, who, of course, was drafted by the WNBA Mystics. Well, because of her draft position, you have to be somewhat concerned about where it is she may be on the roster or not on the roster. So I've said that the WNBA struggles with a lot of things: marketing, business sense, economics 101. Could we keep going? A lot of times they don't understand, hey, we've been dealt a particular player that obviously has a massive following. We better make a point to make sure we can develop said player and keep them around. Now, the problem with the Mystics is you've got an owner, Sheila Johnson, who, of course, is the one that made the ridiculous comments about Caitlin Clark winning the Time Magazine Athlete of the Year. And they put Caitlin Clark on the cover. And the Mystics owner said, well, they should have put the entire WNBA on there instead of Caitlin Clark. Oh, boy. I got to be honest. I don't know why the Mystics drafted Lucy Olsen. I don't. Because it seems to me, after comments from the coach, I got to tell you, these comments are not flattering. And it makes me wonder, it sounds like a coach that has already made a decision about this athlete. Now, I'm going to tell you, there's a video to this. I'm not going to play it, but we'll take a look at some of the comments. But this was a video that came out right here, 25-second video, but it showed Lucy Olsen in a Mystics jersey. Okay, and the one thing I know, and I posted this myself, there's several of these posts. Guess which one has the most views? Well, they put out these pictures of their athletes, and of course, there's Lucy, and that's my post, the original post, the actual post. I mean, I got to tell you, it's got the most views out of any of them. These just came out, folks. But Lucy's post has got the most views already. This video, 86,000 views. I mean, it's arguably the biggest post of any of these videos that they've put out in several days. And guess what? Iowa, look at this. Fire up, Big Lou. You can capitalize on Lucy's fan base or just go broke. Choose. Demon Lucy. 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 Let's go Lucy. More Lucy, please. Iowa, Lucy. The owner sucks, but hey, they got Lucy. Not for long. Go Lucy. Go Big Lou. I mean, it is all the way. You can see it. It is all the way down through here. I mean, Big Lou. People, go Lucy Olsen. Lucy, Big Lou. Big Lou is big business. I mean, look, this owner better realize what it is they got. I don't know. This coach, it does not sound promising. So, Iowa Hawkeyes women's basketball fans rejoice on April 14, 2025, when beloved guard Lucy Olsen was selected by the Washington Mystics with the number 23rd pick in the WNBA draft. All right. Olsen proved during her lone season at Iowa and previous 3 seasons at Villanova that she's an elite offensive threat with a versatile scoring ability. However, the likely reason that Olsen fell to number 23 overall, instead of being considered for the first round, was that she isn't a knockdown three-point shooter. Plus, although she was able to slash into the paint with ease during college, being an undersized guard against bigger, faster defenders in the WNBA will make that more difficult. But the person whose assessment of Olsen that matters most is Mystics head coach Sydney Johnson. And when speaking with the media on April 28th, Johnson got honest about what he has seen from Olsen thus far. Quote, I think Courtney Williams has shown the world that mid-range game is alive and well. So the coach gets asked about Lucy Olsen. His first response is to bring up a different player. The Mystics are going to bleep this up, guys. They're going to bleep this up. Johnson said when asked about how Olsen's offensive skill set has translated to the WNBA so far, quote, everybody in the league knows how valued that can be, so certainly not pulling away from Lucy in any shape or form. It's just got to be a shot she makes at a high level, which Courtney does. Oh, boy. What I say directly in terms of Lucy is work ethic is really high on the high end. I mean, she really puts her time in, which is impressive, which is what's needed at this level, he added. And she has shown an ability to learn fast, and so those two skills bode well for a long career, but those two things stick out right now. Now, my biggest issue with his response is he's talking about things like hustle, motivation, drive. And yeah, I think you absolutely got to have it as an athlete. But he did not bring up one singular actual basketball skill. Shooting ability, passing, rebounding, ability to play defense. None of that did this guy bring up. You know, I mean, that's concerning, and it makes me think right off the bat, the Mystics are going to drop the ball on this thing. They really are. And I noticed something here. Right down here, this guy, Big Lou, is amazing. The problem is she might be cooked. Know why? Question mark. She's white, funny, and straight. Having a black coach and a black owner who hates Caitlin Clark, a racist at heart, could very certainly negatively impact Big Lou. I'm saying what all of you are scared to say. Well, we watched it against Caitlin Clark all year last year. We did. And now you've got another Iowa player in the league that does not check boxes in the activist WNBA. Which, by the way, the activist WNBA side is why this league has never made a profit. It's all tied together. I mean, truly, that is the problem. They've been in radically left-leaning politics for years, and it has been a turnoff to your regular everyday sports fan. That's a fact. And it makes you watch cases like this and give side-eye the whole time, like, are you really going to give this player a fair shake? Because my feeling is it's doubtful. It's doubtful. And look, the business side of me says, you figure out a way to keep this player on the team, no matter what. And this tells you, these owners don't think this way. We saw it with Renee Montgomery in the Dream. The Mystics owner should literally be calling and saying, look, we've got to develop this player because she is huge business for this franchise. They can't see past their own hate. I don't know. We'll have to see. Everything that she shows up in, everything gets a massive response. But I sure didn't like the response from that coach. If he'd have named some kind of direct basketball skill that is quantifiable with analytics, I'd have felt okay. But he didn't. And yeah, hustle and all that. Again, you got to have it. You got to have it. But you got to have some kind of basketball skill that coach wants to appreciate. And I just have a feeling he's not going to appreciate it. Should he? You better believe it. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.